Hello everyone. This hour on Verbling, getting results in business. We're going to be doing our business class and we're going to pick up on an important grammar point, among other things today. Something that gives a lot of people trouble. It's going to be the verb tenses that we've been using to make arrangements, to talk about what we'd like to do in our leisure time. I'll go over that in just a minute. First, let me do a quick introduction and get my name on the screen, and then we will get started. So I'm John Eric, your verbally teacher for this hour. I'm an American teacher from New York, coming at you today from Lisbon, Portugal, to bring you this class. By the way, I've taught over 1,000 classes here on Verbally since I began in, when was that, February of 2013. Over the last 15 years, I've taught English to teens and adults in the classroom, and I've taught online, exclusively online, just about exclusively for the last 4 years here at Verbling, also to multinationals around the globe, some that you know. I've also taught exam classes. There's IELTS, the TOEFL, CP, FC, CAE, all of those good exam classes. So what you should do is click on the link, which I've just put in the Verbling chat window. Click follow, and you can see all my upcoming group classes. You can also schedule a private class with me, where I will custom tailor a course to meet your particular needs. I only ask that you send me a message first so that I can find a time in my schedule to meet with you, because I'm a little bit booked right now. But feel free to send me a message, and I'd be happy to work out a learning plan with you. So that's a little bit about me. We're going to get started. Let me share with you our notes, which I'm going to do right now. And you don't have to open any of the material because it'll be on the screen. But if you want to, there is a link to our notes. And here, you can see them close up. Now, I'm going to do a little review of yesterday's class. Let me just update the table of contents. There we go. So yesterday was the 5th class in this series out of 8. And yesterday, we reviewed phrases for talking about leisure and also how to be clear when exchanging contact details. So what? What was the purpose of that activity? Well, now you have a system to use when saying your email, phone number, or really any information. So it would be advisable to take some of the advice that we've used to help you in the future. Now what? What should you do about it? The next time you're in a situation where you've got to exchange details, you can recall that you need a word letter alphabet, something like the NATO code, Alpha, Bravo, Charlie. It doesn't have to be that. It could be cities, it could be fruits and vegetables, something so that you can spell the letter very clearly. A as in apple, right? B as in banana. And I should make a note there. You need to use the phrase A as in. If you don't say as in, it might be less clear. So that's the key phrase from yesterday. Now what? For numbers, don't forget that British English tends to double numbers, like 00. Well, they won't say 0. They're going to say 00, like 007. And US English tends to repeat 00. So to call an international line, they would say 00351. We would say 00351. Okay, and they'll do that with spelling too. L-I-T-T-L-E, little. We'd say L-I-T-T-L-E. Okay, just to show you that there's a slight difference in British and American English. Now, what we're going to do today is a brand new skill, actually 2. So I'm going to put these on screen for you. as we're waiting for people to come in. And we will get started. Presentation 3. And by the way, if you want the direct link to this, presentation 3, you've got it there in the chat window as well. All right, so what are we doing today? Well, the first thing we're going to do is a little bit of a practical skill, as you can see on screen. We're going to work on our exit strategies. If you're socializing or networking, you sometimes need to go, right? It's something that you'll say at the end of a talk or at the end of a little informal chat. If you're at a social event, you might be at the bar, right? You can't spend a lot of time. You don't want to be rude, so you have to know how to excuse yourself in the right way. So we're going to pick up on a few details about that and try them out in class and make sure that you've got the right expressions. Okay? So as soon as people come in, we will get started with that. And while we're waiting, I'm just going to go and make sure that there's no problem with the broadcast. If you just hang on a second while I'm waiting for you to come in, I'm just going to check that I'm broadcasting on YouTube, because sometimes I think I'm broadcasting and I'm not. Let's see. Well, it looks like it's okay. Yeah, it looks like it's okay. Alrighty then. So, as soon as you come in, we will get started. One of the first things we're going to do is listen to different expressions and then see how they sound in an actual conversation. So you can see some of those expressions on screen right now. Okay, what you might want to do is read those expressions to yourself and decide which of these expressions signals the end of a conversation. Okay? And let's see who we've got. I hear someone, but I don't see them. Who's out there? I can't see you. Oh, it's Rebecca. Hello, Rebecca.
Hi, how's it going today? There's no people, there's no... no.
Everyone is asleep.
Yeah.
Now there's someone. You're here.
Yeah. A little bit late, but I'm here finally. I couldn't stay before.
Okay, so look, we're going to work on a little, an extra skill. Well, we've actually got a lot to do. So we're going to work on 2 skills. The first is the right phrases for politely excusing yourself. How to exit a conversation. I don't know if you remember, but in the other class, we were listening to people socializing. They were actually on a kind of a cruise ship, and they were sort of talking casually in the lobby or at the bar. I don't know if you remember this the other day. And each conversation was short because it's just kind of like an introduction. So in each of those cases, the person had to excuse him or herself, but do so in a polite way. Now, which of these expressions do you think signals the end of a conversation? Rebecca, what do you think? You give me your opinion first.
Which one?
Mm-hmm. Which one of these,
Yes.
or which ones of these, either way, signals the end of a conversation? Out of
the end of the conversation.
Yeah. According to the ones you see. What? Let's read them together, okay?
Yeah, I think the first one, anyway, I better get on.
Anyway, I'd better get on, yeah. So that would be the end of a conversation, right?
Yeah, in a polite way, it would be.
Yeah, okay, it sounds kind of casual. Okay, and Jose, read number 2 for us. Let's hear you say it and decide if it's an ending or not. Can you read 2 for us?
I need to go now. I'm afraid.
I need to go now, I'm afraid.
Yes.
Would that be a good way to exit a conversation? Would that be a good way to exit a conversation, Jose?
I think it's a For me, no,
No, why not?
not. For me,
Why
not,
not? Why not?
because I think could be impolite, no?
Okay, but why? Why would it be impolite? If there's a reason, then I'd be happy to agree
I
with you.
need to go now. I think for me sound strong.
Sounds strong.
Yes,
But when you end with "I'm afraid,"
yes,
th-
it's
then
polite.
yeah, then it's okay. It's okay.
Okay, it's okay.
But you're right. If you say it without that, it would be too strong. I need to go.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Carmen, can you read the third one for us?
The third one, I'll get back to him in a minute.
I'll get back to him in a minute. That one's different, isn't it? That one's a little bit different. Does that sound like you're ending a conversation, or is that an exit strategy, do you think? It's different than the others, because it's him, and it's not about me, it's about a third person. I'll get back to him in a minute. Kind of a weird one.
So what do I have to do with that? I mean, what do you want me to do?
I have no idea.
Okay.
We're deciding if these are good ways to end a conversation when you're networking or socializing.
But I mean, you're not talking to him directly because you're not saying I'll get back to you in a minute. I mean,
Yeah.
get back to him. To him, what? Why him?
Yeah. There's no context. I can tell you that some of these you might not have been in the class. Some of these we heard before. Okay. So you might not have been in that class when we heard them.
Or perhaps he wants to talk to him. That's why he says I'll get back to him in a minute. No.
Yeah. The context isn't really that clear in this case. You're right. It's a little bit strange. What about the last one? I should get back to work. Is that a pretty clear end of a conversation?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
Very
So number 3 is a little bit strange. It's a bit different, and maybe that means that it's not really the best way to end a conversation. You should talk directly to people. Maybe that's what we're getting at here. In fact, if you hang on just a second, let's listen to those conversations. And by the way, let's get back to that one for a second. I'll get back to him in a minute. The possible context for this phrase is that, you tell me, in what situation might you say number 3, Carmen? Because you were talking about that one. In what situation? Where might you hear someone say that?
Because a friend of mine, for instance, is asking me if he can talk to the director and I tell the director he wants to talk to him and says I'll get back to him in a minute. It's a third part implied. That's it. I would say.
And would you be saying this face to face or not?
No, I mean, for instance, the director is telling it to me. He's telling me that he's going to get in touch with him later on.
Yeah, for me, I would imagine that it's taking place over the phone. Like, it seems like a likely place where you would talk about the third person. So maybe you're referring to calling someone back, your boss or someone else. Well, I'll get back to him in just a minute. So the other ones sound to me more like face-to-face ways of exiting a conversation, and the number 3 seems like it's more of a phone phrase.
Yeah,
right?
might be.
Something like that. But yeah, we don't have a context. It's not so clear. So let's listen to the context. Let's listen to 3 very short conversations. Very, very short. And what are we going to do with this? We're going to listen to the ends of the conversations, and then how do the people respond to the phrases that you chose? We chose 1, 2, and 4 as our face-to-face expressions. Okay, remember that. 1, 2, and 4. What I want you to do is remember the response. Okay, so let's listen. Here we go. Number 1, conversation 1. Person A. We can sort that out this afternoon if you like. Person B. Yes, okay. Anyway, I better get on. Person A. Yeah, me too. Person B. So, see you later. A. See you later. I told you it was short. Conversation 2. A. But if you need anything else, just let me know. B. Okay. A. Well, I should get back to work. B. Okay, thanks for your help. A. No problem. See you tomorrow. B. Yeah, see ya. Conversation 3. The last conversation. Person A. Yes, Thursday is fine. Person B. Great. Well, I need to go now, I'm afraid. Person A. Okay, well, thanks for calling. Person B. Speak to you soon. Person A. Yeah, okay, bye. See, I told you they were short. Okay. Were any of these not face-to-face? What do you think, Rebecca? Were these all face-to-face meetings, or did any of them give you the clue that maybe they were not taking place face-to-face?
I don't know.
Or were you not listening?
No, yeah, I didn't know that was the question, so...
The question is, first, we're looking for the responses, of course. That's the main thing. But I'm just curious if any of these conversations sounded like they were not face-to-face conversations, taking place at the bar or at the in the line for the bathroom or someplace like that.
Well, do it again if you can't.
I can if you want, sure.
Yeah,
What about you, Jose? Did any of these conversations seem like they were not face-to-face? Or you're not sure?
I'm not sure.
Okay, listen a second time. These are really short. Listen a second time. This time, I'm going to ask you, how do the people respond to the phrases that you chose? Phrases, mostly, I think it's 1, 2, and 4. Conversation 1. A. We can sort that out this afternoon if you like. B. Yeah, okay. Anyway, I better get on. A. Yeah, me too. B. So see you later. A. See you later. Conversation 2. A. But if you need anything else, just let me know. B. Okay. A. Well, I should get back to work. B. Okay, well, thanks for your help. A. No problem. See you tomorrow. B. Yeah, see you. Conversation 3. Person A. Yes, Thursday is fine. B. Great. Well, I gotta go, I'm afraid. A. Okay, thanks for calling. B. Speak to you soon. A. Yes, okay. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. There you go.
3 is not face-to-face because he says calling.
Thanks
Yeah,
for
thanks
calling.
for calling.
Exactly.
Thanks for calling.
Exactly.
It is a
Now,
call.
It's a phone call. Now, 50, 60 years ago, calling could mean coming to your house, or it could mean on the phone. But nowadays, it only means on the phone. So thanks for calling has got to be a phone conversation. Okay, that
It's
was
a phone call.
the
Okay.
third conversation. Okay. You're on a roll, Jose. In conversation 3, what was the response? Remember, the question was, or the key phrase was, well, I need to go now, I'm afraid. What was the response that you heard?
Okay. Thanks for calling.
Okay, thanks for calling. And then I said, speak to you soon. And it
Yes.
was,
Okay. Bye bye. Okay. Bye.
bye-bye.
Bye. Only one time. Only once.
I never understood when I was a kid why adults would say bye-bye. But everyone does. And then I realized that I had to do it too because everyone else did. So now I say it too. Bye-bye.
So, are you saying the right way to do it is just one?
No, I'm just saying that most people tend to say it twice.
Yeah, but I like to say one, just one, you know. So I always think I'll do it. I'm doing it bad.
Well, see what kind of look they give you if you do it once.
I
if
can
see, do it twice. Let's do an experiment. Do it twice and see if they have a big smile on their face. Go, bye,
okay.
bye, 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 bye.
It's like in Spain. Ciao, 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 ciao. No.
Yeah, like
Ciao,
ciao ciao. Exactly. Ciao
ciao.
ciao. All right, Rebecca. In number two, the expression was, "Well, I should get back to work." What was the response that you heard?
Okay, go.
No, it wasn't okay. Go. It was okay. What?
Okay. I should go to back to work.
That's what
Okay.
That's what person A said. And
Yeah.
how did person B respond to that? What was the key response? Well, I
I
should get back to work. And person B says,
okay. See you tomorrow.
before that, he said, thanks for your help. Okay, thanks for your help.
Okay. Thanks for your help. See you tomorrow.
That's right. Thanks for your help. See you tomorrow. So I know these things seem obvious, but I'm reviewing it just so that it's there in your memory and you can really make a little mental note. That's a good expression to use. It's quick, easy to remember, and it sounds good. These are called throwaway lines. Throwaway because they don't mean anything, but they sound polite, so they're good to use. Okay, and Carmen, in the first one, the expression was, anyway, I better get on. And how did the person respond there? Do you remember?
I didn't jot it down, so I can't remember.
Well, the person is sort of repeating without saying the same thing. It's repeating without using the exact same words. So what would you say if I said, Carmen, we can sort that out this afternoon if you like. And then, no, I'm sorry, that was you speaking to me. Then I say, okay, Carmen, anyway, I better get on. What would you say to me? You have
Okay,
to go
then.
back to work as well. You have to go back to work as well, so what would you say?
Okay, I have to get to work too. I don't know.
Yeah. And the thing that was said was, me too.
Okay, then.
Me too. Short and sweet. Me too. Not done yet. Have a conversation on the following subjects. End the conversation politely before starting the next one with a different person. When I say switch, you need to end the conversation and move on to the next person. I'm not going to tell you what to talk about. You have to keep the conversation going and going and going and going until I say switch. Are you ready for the challenge? Are you ready for the challenge? Yeah? Or no?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So, let me just make sure the directions are clear. Rebecca?
Yeah.
How long are you going to speak?
How long?
Yeah, in this exercise. How long are you going to speak? You're going to speak until you hear what word from me?
I don't understand. Say again, please.
In this task, you're going to speak, and you're going to continue speaking.
Yeah.
Until you hear the word. What word did I say?
Switch.
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 Right. So when you hear, oops, I spelled it wrong. You hear the word, there you go. When you hear the word switch, then a third person is going to enter the conversation and the first person is going to leave. Okay? Yeah. I thought it wasn't clear. That's why I wanted to make sure. Okay. So Jose, what are you going to do if it's you and Rebecca speaking and you're the first person? What are you going to do when I say switch? What are you going to do, Jose?
Switch.
When I say switch, meaning switch people, and you're the first person speaking, what's your goal here? Is it clear?
Make
Sweet.
into the conversation.
Well, there's going to be a third person coming in. That means one person has to leave. So, Jose, if you're the
Yes.
first person speaking, you have to use an exit strategy. And the exit strategy you will use will be any of those phrases you heard before, like, anyway, I better get on. Well, I should get back to work. Well, I need to go. Or any phrase or excuse that sounds good, as long as it's a polite way of exiting the conversation. Right?
And then in that case, you can use the I'll get back to you in a minute.
I don't know. What do you think? Because then that sounds like you're coming back in a minute.
I said, for instance, if Jose is talking to Rebecca about something, and then I come in and and you say, "Sweet, he's going to talk to me," and then he can tell her, "I'll be back to you. I'll be back to you in a minute."
But let's try it and see if it works. Let's try it. Why not? So in conversation one, let's try the girls. Carmen, you are person one. Rebecca, you are person two. And your topic is what you did yesterday evening. You're at a social mixer. You don't really know each other, but you strike up a conversation. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. By the way, if at any time you want to cheat, I think I have the key expressions somewhere in this document. Let me just double check if I have them.
But I have a question.
Sure.
Is what you did yesterday evening talking about our own life or about people?
Let's do an example.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Carmen. She's over there by the bar, and I say to her, "Oh, I think we met at the convention last year. I'm John Eric from Verbling, and you are, Carmen? And you are?
I am Carmen.
Oh, nice to meet you, Carmen. I think
Nice
we
to
met
meet you
before.
too.
Ah.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, this is a pretty nice event. I'm kind of glad to be hanging out. You know, last night was really boring for me. I just sat around watching an old TV show. Really didn't have anything to do, so I'm glad to be here. What do you think about this event?
Oh, I think it was much too boring too. I agree with you.
What did you do last night?
Last night I was a little bit bored, so I decided to go for a swim. So I went to the swimming pool and stayed there for about an hour.
Oh yeah, it's really good to get in a few laps once in a while. I wish I had a pool near me, but I don't. And I really hate running. I just sort of like, you know, the great thing about swimming, and now we're going to switch. So when switch means, Carmen, you've got to think of an exit strategy. You know what I like about swimming is that you're already in the water, so you don't come out all sweaty. That's really what I like the most. And
I agree.
what other sports do you like to do? Remember, Carmen, you've got to switch. Use your exit strategy. What other sports do you like to do, Carmen?
Oh, sorry. I just I'll get back to you in a minute. Don't worry about it. I'll get back. And then Rebecca, I've got something to ask you. Can you spare me a minute, please? Rebecca.
But I thought you were talking to him. Sorry.
Yeah, but I just saw you, and I need to talk to you about something that happened yesterday.
Your topic is a problem you're having at work. New topic.
So, yes, I got some problems with the presentation we're about to give next week. So I'm just wondering if you can help me out, because I need to clarify some points. So have you got some minutes to spare me?
Well, I didn't understand properly. If you don't mind, could you please say again your problem, because I didn't catch it?
Yes, because and we got a very special meeting this week, and we have to give.
Uh-oh, she's being attacked by wild dogs, Carmen. Uh-oh. Let's see if she's able to do this.
I'm back. Sorry, dogs are out. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay,
Sorry.
Rebecca. We've got to give a very important presentation to some clients
Yeah.
next week. And yesterday I found out that I've got some missing information. So I wonder if you can, we can do it together, and you can help me out with the presentation.
Well, I can check in my mails if I receive some extra information about the meeting from yesterday, and of course, without any problem, I would say to you the mails.
Okay, so very nice of you.
Switch. And switch. That means that we have to bring in Jose, and we have to lose. Wait a second. We can't have. It's got to be Rebecca and Jose. Okay. So continue, but you've got to switch. The last thing.
She's leaving.
Hi, Rebecca.
Hi.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Rebecca, you have to politely excuse yourself from the conversation.
Okay. Okay. If you don't mind, I have a call on the other line. I'll call you later. Okay?
Okay, Rebecca. Thank you.
Okay. See you. Okay. Bye. See you.
Were the two of you on the phone? I thought you were meeting face to face.
Yeah. It is okay. Don't worry.
Yeah. Okay. I'm confused. Don't worry. Sorry.
Rebecca.
Yes.
Do it again. You're speaking face to face. I want to hear an expression. Think about ones that we just used. What could you say to her to politely excuse yourself? Think of any of those expressions from before. Try again.
Okay. I better go on.
Get on.
Get on. Go
That's
on is
right.
no. Okay. Get on. Because I just remind.
Remember?
I had a meeting in the other side of the city in 30 minutes.
Okay, very good, very good. I wanted you to do it again so you can remember the key phrase. And not go, but get. Anyway, I'd better get on.
I'd better get on. I'd better get on because I just remember.
Remember.
I just remember. I have a meeting in 30 minutes.
Okay, excellent. And then in your meeting, on your way to your meeting, you run into Jose. Oh, look at that! There's Jose.
Hi.
Now, your topic is going to be a phone call to check on the time of a meeting. A phone call to check on the time of a meeting. So I suppose in this case, I guess you're really calling each other, I suppose. Yeah, I think we'll do it like that. Okay? So you've got to use key phrases for phone calls. Yeah, let's try it. So this time I guess you're calling Mr. Jose. And Jose, you're going to be the one politely excusing yourself when I say switch. And then it's going to go to you and Anna Carolina. Okay? So, the phone rings and Jose picks up. Ring, 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 ring. Ring, 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 ring.
Hello, good morning.
And Rebecca, you're calling him to check on the time of the meeting.
Good morning.
Hi, Jose?
Yes, I'm Jose.
How are you? I was waiting for your call all morning.
Fine. Nice to meet you.
Wait a second, Jose. Yeah. Listen to what she said and respond. Listen. What was the last thing you said, Rebecca? One more time.
I've been waiting for your call all morning.
Okay. Sorry, I was in a meeting all the morning. I apologize about it.
Don't worry. I know you are always so busy. I just telling you. I was waiting your call because.
But if you need anything, just let me know. What do you need?
Well, according to our last conversation, I waiting for your budget.
Budget?
Budget. The new one, because the last one, well, we said it was too.
Sorry, I
and
sent.
switch. So you have to exit the conversation nicely, Jose. You're
Sorry.
gonna help her out, but you got to exit nicely. Okay, go ahead.
Sorry, I sent this information by mail yesterday afternoon.
And switch, Jose. You've got to exit the conversation.
Yes.
Use your key phrase. Key phrases.
Yes.
Key phrase.
Too much
Key
pressure.
phrase.
What's your key phrase?
If you need anything else, just let me know.
Well, that's not exiting the conversation, Jose. Well, how are you going to get rid of? You got to get her off the phone. Exit the conversation politely.
Exit the conversation.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Anyway, I'd better get on.
Okay. Let's try it like this. Listen, Jose. Listen.
Yes.
Listen to me. The phrase you use is perfect. No problem. But it still sounds a little short because she's asking you for something, right?
Yes.
So this is how I would do it. I would say, well, anyway, Rebecca, I've really got to get on. But I'll tell you what. Whatever you need, send me an email, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can later today. How's that? Would that satisfy you, Rebecca?
Yeah.
Yeah? So, Jose, all I did
Yep.
was I just made a little follow-up promise. That's all I did at the end. So I used your expression, which is, anyway, I better get on. And then I said, email me, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible, or something like that. I didn't say ASAP, but you get the idea.
Okay.
Just so it's not so abrupt. Okay, let's do this, Jose.
Yes.
You run into Anna Carolina. You're at a social event for your companies. You both are. Don't ask me what a high school teacher. And what do you do, Anna Carolina? You're a medical something. You do something with treating people in a clinic, don't you?
Yes, I am a dentist.
Oh, you're a dentist. Ah, that's right. Right. Okay. So you're at the Educational Dentistry Convention because that's where a teacher and a dentist would be together, of course. Hi, Alexander. Nice to see you, by the way. Welcome to class.
Hi.
Okay. Now, here's what we're going to do. Alexander, I know you missed the beginning of class, but don't worry. We're practicing our exit strategies, and we've learned some key phrases. And if you want to see them, you can open the presentation 3, which is at the top of the chat window. So some of the key phrases we've learned were, well, I better get on. I need to go now, I'm afraid. I should really get back to work. I'll get back to you in a minute. Get back to you soon. Or you can make an excuse, but you've got to use polite language in order to do so. So here's what we're going to do. Jose, you run into Anna Carolina. You think you recognize her from before. And you strike up a casual conversation about what you did yesterday evening. When I say switch, Anna Carolina, you've got to politely exit the conversation and talk to Alexander about a problem you're having at work. Okay? So what's going to happen when I say switch, Anna Carolina?
I have to bring up a problem in my work.
You've got to exit the conversation with Jose and bring up a problem you're having at work with Alexander, whom you know.
Okay.
That's it. Very good, very good. Okay, so you're at the convention, you see Anna Carolina, and how do you strike up your conversation, Jose? What do you say to get the conversation started? You think you recognize her.
Okay. Hello, good morning, Ana Carolina.
Good morning. Who is
Wait a
this?
second. Hold on. Jose,
Yes.
you think you recognize her. Where are you in this situation? You're not on the phone. Where are you?
Ah, okay.
Where are you? You're at a social event at work. A
Yes.
social event.
Ah,
You see,
in a social event. Okay.
yeah. And you don't know Anna Carolina's name, but you think you recognize her. Okay?
Okay. Hello, Ana Carolina.
Anna Carolina, you see Jose, and you think, Jose, what's this disgusting guy doing talking to me? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
So, Jose, don't call my name, okay?
What's that? What's
You
that?
are not sure who I am, so don't call me Ana
What?
Carolina yet. You think that you are recognizing me.
Who talking to me or Jose?
No,
Yes.
So,
he's not supposed to know her name. That's why.
yeah,
That's what she's
he
saying.
doesn't know your name, Anna Carolina. He doesn't know your name. We're going to replay it. Okay?
Okay.
When I say switch, Anna Carolina, you're going to politely get away from Jose. Politely, of course. Okay? Here we go. Take it away, Jose.
Hello, I recognize your face.
Wow.
Hello. I'm sorry, but you don't seem familiar for me.
Good response. Good.
I
Jose?
think that I saw the last year in a meeting.
Could be.
This is your big moment.
What is your job?
I am a doctor. I am a dentist. I'm Dr. Anna.
Yes, I was in a meeting with a friend and I saw your face. Your face is very familiar for me.
And
I'm sorry, but I cannot remember you. How can I help you?
exactly. What do you want, Jose? What do you want from this girl? What do you want from this woman?
Yes,
Jose?
I need some information about how to
Sounds very suspicious so far.
yes how to visit a patient.
Oh, interesting. And switch. And switch, Lady Carolina.
Okay. I'm sorry. I am in a hurry. I have to give a presentation right now. Okay, about
No problem. See
about
you
the
tomorrow.
decay, the pathological factors and the protective factors. I have
No
to go
problem.
now.
See you tomorrow. Or see you
Okay.
later.
Anyway, I'd better go home.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay. Do you really have to give a presentation, Anna Carolina? Or was that an
Not right now.
Okay, very good, very good. So one thing you could say, Anna Carolina, is sometimes we exaggerate when we say sorry. I'm terribly sorry. I've got to go right now. I'm terribly sorry. I'm awfully sorry. I'm afraid I've got to go now. So we've got those expressions like terribly, awfully, so just so that we don't offend the other person. Okay? Now, last conversation. You are talking to your colleague, Alexander, about a problem you're having at work. When I say switch, Alexander, you've got to politely exit the conversation using any of the key phrases on slide 3 or any others that you like, as long as they sound appropriate. Okay? Are you ready?
Am I calling him or talking face to face?
I was going to do this face-to-face. How's that? Is it okay?
Okay.
Let's give it a try. Okay, so you know Alexander, your colleagues, and you're asking him about a problem you're having at work.
Okay. Hello, Alexander. How are you?
Hi. I'm okay. How are you?
I'm having a problem.
What happened?
I brought a list with the materials here, and the suppliers didn't bring anything yet, and I really need the things that I had jotted down on the list.
Oh, is there any possibility that I can help you?
Yes.
What are
Maybe you could talk to the person responsible in this department to see what happened, because it was supposed to be delivered until yesterday.
By yesterday. By.
By yesterday.
Good.
all right? I'll do everything for you. So, but I'm sorry now. I have a lot of work to do, and I gotta go. I gotta run to work.
Wow,
Okay.
I didn't even say switch. You already exited the conversation. Okay, very good. I gotta run. It's a good one. I gotta run. I like it. Okay, I think it was a pretty successful little chat, and we even have a new expression. I gotta run. I gotta run. Excellent. Now the point here is that you need a throwaway line, like, oh, I should be getting on now. Oh, I've got to run. Oh, just something that's in your arsenal of key phrases that you can pull out when you need it, so that you don't make the wrong impression. So it sounds pretty good. What I'd like to do is I want to just touch on one important thing from this class and before, which is talking about things we've done in the past. In the very first conversation, I was talking about yesterday evening. So I had to use the simple past to make conversation, small talk with Carmen. But I also talked about experiences that I've had at these social events, and so I had to use the present perfect. And in the audio extracts that you listened to today, yesterday, and last Thursday, you had some examples about where you heard both verb tenses being used. So we don't have a lot of time, but I want to just give you a little introduction today, and we can continue this tomorrow. So, a little introduction. I want you to pick up on the difference. This is one of the most important things you can practice, because it's really particular to English. The present perfect is not the same in other languages. Not exactly the same. So, I want you to say the line first and think of a question being asked. So you're going to see the response on screen, but I want you to think of the question that is most likely asked, and we'll compare it together. Okay? Then you're going to listen to the actual conversation and see how close you were. All right? So Rebecca, the first expression, the first answer on the left. Good, thanks.
Yeah.
If you're making small talk, if you're in a small talk situation, you're networking, you're socializing, what kind of question do you imagine was being asked to get that response?
Well, it could be, for example, how was your trip, or your business trip, or how are you, or how was it, how how did you get on?
How did you get on?
Yeah.
Did you get on? Okay.
In the meeting, for example, how did you get on in the meeting?
Okay, this all work. This all work. I agree. And Jose, look at the second one on the top.
Yes.
Yes, I did. It was fascinating.
Yeah.
I want you to create a question that fits that answer. Okay, you're in a small talk situation.
Were you running, for example?
Were you what?
Running.
Running. But wait, look at my answer. It was fascinating.
Fascinating. Yes.
Yeah, look. Yes, I did. It was fascinating. If you're talking about, remember, the whole unit is about leisure time activities, and you talk about leisure time when you're socializing. Right?
Were you climbing a mountain?
Were you climbing? Look at the verb tense. Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Okay.
So were you?
Well, did you? Oh
Ah.
no. Yes. Did you climb a mountain yesterday?
Did you climb a mountain yesterday because you know that you're in the Himalayas on vacation?
Yes.
That's it. Did you climb? Yes, I did. It was a fascinating experience. Okay, Carmen, look at the one in the bottom middle. Yes, a couple of times.
But there's no verb in it, so what?
Right.
Simple past or present perfect? Which one?
I don't know. You try.
Okay.
We're-
Have you ever tried scuba diving
Have you
before?
ever tried scuba diving? Okay. Now, could I say, Carmen, did you ever try scuba diving? Is that possible?
Did you ever try?
Did you, instead of have you ever tried, can I say, did you ever try scuba diving?
Did
Does
you try?
Does that question?
I think ever. I think. Did you ever try? Did you?
Oh, I
ever
didn't say
try?
that. Did I say that? Did you ever try? I don't think so. Did you try scuba? Because if I say did you ever, I've got a problem.
No, I think
I've got a problem.
Did you try? When you said did you try, it's like you have tried before and you tried again. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you ever tried? It's like you never tried before and you have tried the first time. No?
Finding out if it happened at any time in the past. Have you ever tried? Exactly. So can I say, did you try scuba diving, and get that answer? Yes, a couple of times. Do
Yes,
they
I
match?
think so. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Did you try? No, because that entitles that it was your first time. No?
And also, did you try refers to one time and at a specific time. So your first answer was correct, and that's the reason why. For the reasons that you said. Did you try? It's not what you said, but it would be wrong. Because it doesn't apply many times, and it doesn't apply in general. So your question was absolutely right. Have you tried? Because it implies it could have happened many times, and we're not sure when it happened. So this question covers all of the past until now. Okay? So you were right, but that's the reason why you're right.
Okay.
All right? By the way, it's hard to remember reasons, so don't worry about remembering the rules. Okay? We'll get it through practice, but that's the idea. So did you try would not fit in this case. Now, Anna Carolina, socializing, the answer you hear is no, I haven't. Can you think of a question to fit that answer? We're in a socializing situation, talking about our leisure time. What question do you think could fit that answer, Anna Carolina?
Have you ever been to Brazil?
Exactly. Have you ever, whoops, I can't speak it right. Have you ever been to Brazil? Exactly. And you're right, because have in the question will have to match have in the answer. There's no way to get around it. Now, look at all those questions in the chat window, and let's see how close you were to the actual conversation. Alexander, can you read the background for us in exercise 2?
Yes. It is Monday morning. Lyra is waiting for her manager. Leave outside his office. Listen for the answers. In number one, in one. What were the questions?
Exactly. Listen for the questions and let's compare them to the ones you just created. And in that way, we're going to clarify the difference between past simple and present perfect. Okay? We already have, but we're going to do it a little bit more clearly. So listen carefully to this conversation. Here we go. Leaf says, "Hi, Mirella. Sorry I'm late. Have you been here long?" Mirella says, No, I just arrived." Leaf says, "How was your weekend?" Mirella says, "Good, thanks." Leaf, "Did you go to the gallery on Saturday?" Mirella, "Yes, I did. It was fascinating. Have you been there?" Leaf, Yeah, a couple of times. Oh, Miriam, here's a friend of mine. Miriam says, hi, Leaf. Leaf says, Miriam, have you met Mirella? Miriam, no, I haven't. Hi, Mirella. Mirella says, hello. Leaf, Miriam is the person we need to see about working in marketing this week. Miriam, it's all arranged. I've just organized a desk for you to work from, Mirella, and it's right next to mine. Oh, Leaf, I still haven't asked you about your tennis match. Leaf, oh, don't worry, I lost it. Miriam, oh, that's good. Mirella says, I don't understand. What do you mean that's good? Miriam says, Leaf played tennis at the weekend with a really important client. Leaf says, you know, it's good for marketing if the customer wins, so I had to lose the match for Miriam. Mirella, oh, now I see. Leaf says, actually, I haven't played for ages, and he was much better than me. Anyway, shall we go to your office? Miriam says, sure, let's go. So, good, thanks. What was the question that you heard? You don't have to get it exactly, but what did you hear?
How was your weekend?
Okay, very good. How was your weekend is correct. What's the verb tense there? Past simple or present perfect?
How was past simple?
Correct, past simple. Yes, I did. It was fascinating. What was the question?
Did you go to the gallery?
Did you go to the gallery on Saturday? Very good. Past simple or present perfect?
Past simple.
Past simple.
Past simple, that's right. Yes, a couple of times. What was the question?
Have you been there?
Have you ever been there? Right.
Yeah.
Past simple or present perfect?
Present perfect.
Present perfect. I think you're getting the hang of this. That's right. The last one was, no, I haven't. What was the question there?
Have you met Mirella before? Or Miriam?
Correct. Have you met Mirella before? Miriam, have you met Mirella? No, I haven't. Hi, Mirella. What's the verb tense? Present perfect. Exactly. So, we've already basically given away the answers, but I want you just to pay attention to the reason why yes a couple of times is present perfect, and the reason why no I haven't is present perfect. Okay? I want you to think about those. I'm going to send you a little homework to get a bit of practice with the two tenses, and in tomorrow's class I'm going to test you a little bit, and we're going to move on to a special reading class where you will vastly expand your vocabulary. So we're going to get a little bit of practice in the beginning of class. You're going to get a homework today to practice it. So bring in your questions tomorrow. And then I've got an article we're going to read and discuss, which is all about vocabulary related to leisure time, networking, that kind of thing. Okay? So I'll send you that link in the chat window a little later today. And of course, I'll be back for our Hot Topics class tomorrow at 10 GMT. We're going to have a news class. I haven't picked the news item yet, but I will. If there's a good one, you can send me a suggestion, of course.
Okay.
And we'll have this class at 11 GMT. We're going to practice our present perfect simple past in the beginning, and then we're going to have a very interesting reading and an article after that. Okay?
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Deal?
Bye.
Thank you. Deal.
Bye
Take care.
for now.
Bye-bye.
Bye for now.